get ready to start. Round 12 here at RFL Hungary. I'm going to jump on board with Chariot. That's not Chariot, that's JB. So we're on board with Chariot. Into the first corner. McClemp's already got past JB and it looks like he's going to get past Chariot, is he? Yeah, he's a bit later on the braking. Cuts in front of Chariot. And that's McClempt in P1. JB right down, and look at the gap that McClemp's got already as Rizzler is up to P2 in the Aston Martin. JB P3, then you've got Scott up to P4. Well, starting in P4, so we're still in P4. Chasing down the Williams of JB. Tom Gorey in the Mercedes. As we see JB go a little bit wide. And we've got Vapid in the Ferrari. This Ferrari, what sort of car's that? We slow down in. Oh, it's like, that's JB down. Here comes the Mercedes of Rizzler. Tom Gorian, sorry. P3, I don't know what happened there. But for Glenn leads into turn 1 with Rizzler. Then we've got Tom Gorian with Scott, Vapicu, Craig. JB gets past his Let's Go. For P7. Yeah, because Let's Go coming back out, but JB sticks his nose in front and leads him down into turn 3. Chariot up to P9, Race Boy P10. Chariot then sets the fastest lap. As JB gets past the Williams driver gets past Craig Rowe for P6. This battle's not over yet, I don't think. Tom Gorian, Scott and Vapid making up the top 5. JB, because Let's Go and Craig side by side coming into turn. Sorry. Turn 3. Chariot is your man on the move at the moment, putting some pressure on Craig and because Let's Go. Chariot's got the inside line. Can he make most of it? Unfortunately not. He just can't get past the Cash App Red Bull. JB on his own in P6 because Let's Go. Under pressure from Greg Rowe and LTK Terriers. Kirby gets past Royce Boy for P10. JB still on his own trying to catch Vapid. And Let's Go, Craig Rowe and Chariot. And Chariot and Craig Rowe side by side. Craig Rowe goes a little wide. I think Chariot gave him his position back there. I think. Not 100%. Craig Rowe holds on to P8 as we see that Scott has passed Tom for P3. Vapid is definitely closing that gap. JB, because Let's Go, Craig and Chariot around turn 1 side by side with McLaren and the Cash App. And look at Chariot trying to side by side, and might have been a bit of contact there between because Let's Go and Craig. Bit of a wiggle on there, Craig. I don't think it was intentional. It's a great little battle there with these three. As Race Boy is the first driver to pick up the penalty. Stretch the limits of the track, shall we say. And there it goes wide. We saw Craig go wide as he did, I think, a couple of laps previous under pressure from Chariot. But he's going in the pits. No wing issue, just a change of tyres. Puts the hards on lap 9. They should see him to the end, I should think. 2.6 seconds behind them. Verklempt then going down the start finish straight for your 10th time. Still in the lead of Rizzlers. And then we've got Vapid who's made the move on Scott. Vapid up to P4. Verklempt then now is 1 second ahead of Rizzler. JB's got past Scott who's gone in the pits. So could be Vapid's got past Tom for P3. JB is staying out Rizzlers there, putting a new set of hards on. Tarrier up to P5 now, with Kozlesko following in P6. Kirby, also Raceboy, yet to pit. The Rizzlers getting past Raceboy, then up to P8. Scott also passes Raceboy. So Verklempt goes in the pits then. Does Vapid follow him? No, Vapid stays out. Clem joins in P6. And Tom joins in P10. JB, 5 seconds, here's your gap. Then we've got Tarrier, still happy with his mediums in P3. Kozlesko P4 as Verklempt is up to P5 now. With the Rizzlers, they get past Kirby, who is yet to pit. Tom also past Kirby. Scott also past Kirby. Tom Gorian, I'll have to wait. And there's Verklempt past Kozlesko. Rizzlers will have to pass him soon if he wants to stick with the Sauber driver, and he does so. And also, is Scott past him? Yeah, Scott's also past Kozlesko. Vapid decides it's time to pit. JB also in the pits. Also Tarrier, so that will put the Verklempt back in to P1. Followed by Rizzlers and Scott, who pitted a few laps earlier. Tom Gorian then up to P4. Kirby P5. Where does Vapid come out? Vapid comes out in P6. Keeping my eye out on the top 3. Because let's go holding on to P9. As we move. Oh, there's Vapid. Past Kirby. But unfortunately the back end stepped out and stop the move, but he's putting pressure, and is that a pass? That's a great pass from Tarrier. Tarrier P9 West Kozlesko went a bit wide there, did Kozlesko, so everybody apart from Kirby and Sam have pitted for new tyres. That gap is closing, but not closing enough. Let's move on to Kirby and Craig, who've just come around the final corner. And there's Craig with some superb speed along that start finishing straight to take 6th from Kirby. Scott leads Tom down. Here comes Tom on the inside of Scott with the use of DRS. Scott looks for the inside, but Tom holds on side by side, coming down into turn 3. As Kirby pits, the second Red Bull driver to go in the pits. JB has passed Craig for P6. Mercedes versus Cash App Red Bull as they come round into turn 9. And there goes the Mercedes up to P7. Could this be a set of softs? No, it's mediums for Craig Rowe. Your gap between Verklempt and Rizzlers has risen to 2 seconds now. Tom still 3 point as Scott whistles past the Mercedes to get P3 to RB Cash Apps. DRS flap opens for Craig, and that's moved on into turn 1. Big pressure on the Haas as Vapid is within a second now of these two. Will he pick up DRS? Yes, he has. So this could be quite interesting as Tom flies past the Haas. Vapid with inside 7/10 now of Scott in P5. So this is going to liven up the race. Ooh, there comes Scott. Nice aerial shot. And Vapid looking to take them both. Scott moves across, but Vapid is there into turn 2. Overbreaks himself a little bit, which is unfortunate. And back into P5, but shows Vapid's intentions. Look at these three now. Here comes Tom. What's Vapid going to do? Same line as he did on the previous lap. Vapid's got it into P2. Into P4, sorry. Bit carried away there, but it's Vapid now ahead of Scott. As Tom goes wide, and that's Vapid up to P3. Scott's also passed Tom. One mistake has cost 2 places. Here comes Craig then. That's moved on early in the straight. Craig up to P8. Kazako down to P9. Vapid then still leads them down the start-finish straight. Here comes Tom on Scott. Side by side, Mercedes and Haas. Mercedes pushes the Haas a little bit wide. Scott still holds on to P4. Well, then will Vapid hold on to P3 at the end of the start-finish straight? We will see, but here comes Scott. Vapid moves across, which is allowed to do, but only once. Ferrari holds on to P3 with Scott pressurising him in P4, but Kirby with another penalty. The Clem goes round the penultimate corner on, and Kirby with the fastest lap, 1:16.8. But here comes your race winner, Verklempt, in the Sauber. From Rizzlers, who crosses in P2, but will lose that to Vapid. Scott has got P3. Rizzlers holds on to P4. That one mistake costing Tom going in P5. JB P6. Oh no, Chariot takes P6. JB P7. And definitely gets my driver of the day. But it's Verklempt though. Kick, Sauber, P1. Ferrari of Vapid, P2 with Scott in P3 for the Haas team. Quite enjoyed that. It's a good race all round. Entertainment heightened last 5 or 6 laps for the battle for P2. Vapid, Scott, Rizzler and Tom.